I talked to my guidance counselor in high school because I really loved the outdoors. I spent every minute I could outdoors, lived on a farm, but I knew I didn't want to be a farmer. And after I talked to my guidance counselor, it sounded pretty good to me. When I had my first summer job with the U.S. Forest Service, there was never anything else that I was going to be. That was it. You know, we're going to harvest some trees I planted.
That's a long time.
I know.
That's a long time.
I know, and they're big.
John Thompson is a forester. His office is the largest county forest in the nation at over 900,000 acres.
It's very typical to see always some dead trees in the forest, and that's not an all bad thing because wildlife uses dead trees.
He is joined by fellow forester Kristen Fogard.
I got a nice maple down there that would look good for that.
Together, they are determining which trees should be marked to be saved and which trees can be harvested.
Okay, I think most of the birch are going to have to come out because they're not going to live anyway. We will leave a few for seed. So this is one pretty healthy tree, certainly good genetics. We are at an age when birch is at the end of its life cycle, so if we don't do something, we're going to lose this birch anyway. We'll have a whole lost resource. What we want to do is capture that seed source while they're still alive. So it's time to do something here. And that's what we're gonna try and do today. We do a lot of work.
John Thompson, or JT as his friends and colleagues know him, is soon to retire. His wealth of knowledge has meant a great deal to his younger colleagues.
Being a younger person in the department, I've only been here about 10 years or so. I've had the great advantage of working with a lot of field staff who are now my supervisors, who've been on the ground for 20, 30 years, and the history that they bring with them is irreplaceable. They really carry a lot of wealth and knowledge with them. A huge knowledge base about the land, about the job itself, and that's what we really enjoy. I really enjoy.
The employment market for forestry has changed a great deal since JT started.
For 30 years, it's been awful, and it's changed because the old guys like me are retiring, and I go in 6 months, and the opportunity is just tremendous. I would say that for a student who's in forestry school today, when they graduate, they'd be able to get a job anywhere in the country that they wanted.
Anybody coming into the field of forestry has the opportunity to work anywhere in the nation that they want. It is a great, great time. If you want to go work out in Montana, Wyoming, down in New Mexico, Utah, it's a great, great time. There's jobs available everywhere.
Thompson and Fogard agree that getting a good education is vital to pursuing a career in forestry.
I like science, especially biology, and I didn't like math, but I had to do it because you have your math and science together or you won't be a forester.
It involved a lot of science, a lot of math. You'll be looking at calculus and algebra, botany and biology, tree measuring, surveying. You'll be running the gambit of coursework, and it is very, very heavy on the science and the math.
Forestry, especially for management foresters like we are, it's a combination of science, a lot of ecology, but an awful lot of just operational reality. What do you need to do to a road so it'll carry 80,000-pound trucks? These are things that you also have to be thinking of all the time. What kind of opportunities do you have to enhance wildlife and do it in a cost-effective way? And you think about budgets.
Although being a forester may provide you with a beautiful workplace, the career is not without its share of challenges.
You do have to handle solitude. That's one thing. Some people don't work well by themselves. You have to be a self-starter. You got to be comfortable with yourself out there and be reliant too. If you get hurt out here, there's nobody necessarily right here to help you out. So you are careful and watch what you're doing and take care. But you know, for those of us who like it, we wouldn't have it any other way.
I have worked in record snow. I think the Duluth area had 11 feet of snow the first year I started. I was on snowshoes for pretty much 6 months straight. I have been out in the rain, I've been out in downpours. Try not to get caught out in thunderstorms, but that sometimes happens too. On the other end of the spectrum, I've worked in 95, 100 degree heat with almost 100% humidity. The mosquitoes are in your ears. The flies are in your face, the gnats are biting you. You're going to be muddy, dirty, sweaty, grimy, and you're going to have fun.
Being a forester can be a very fun and rewarding career, both for time spent on the job and for the lifestyle it provides.
One of the first things that really grabbed me about forestry, I went out one summer for fire crew to the Mineral Ranger District on the Lassen National Forest. And there was a trout stream that wasn't even a quarter-mile away, so I'd do my day's work and away I went. And that's always something that I've enjoyed, being able to just sneak away right after work and hit the water. Well, Minnesota's a great place for that, but if you're in forestry, that's some of the kinds of opportunity that you can have if that's what you like.
I'm outside all day, and then to be able to go home in the evening and work in my garden or go out and pursue my other activities. And you know, you're always talking forestry to people you meet, so even when you go out and to a class or a book group meeting or whatever you're attending, you know, people are interested in what you're doing and how you're doing it and why you're doing it, and it's great just to be able to talk about it and educate people even though they don't realize it. So.
It's a wonderful life most of the time. Except when those mosquitoes are bad. That's it.